One really important aspect of e-learning is having a designated workspace. You really want to keep your workspace clean and organized. Your computer should be plugged into an outlet at all times, just in case your computer decides to die when in the middle of a lesson. You should keep the work that you're doing at that current time outside of your bags. All other work should remain in your bags, that way you can stay focused on the task that you're currently doing. You should probably write down everything that you have to do for every single day. I recommend color coding, but that's just my preference. Keep a clean and organized workspace.
I try to keep myself organized and keep my backpack here and like the stuff I need for each class is out. I like to move around a little bit because then if I get like sick of sitting in one spot, I can just like move.
If you have any questions on any of your schoolwork, always feel free to reach out to your teachers. Everybody's going through a hard time, but we're all in this together.
Hi, I'm Kennedy, and I'm a junior.
I'm Russell, and I'm a junior.
I'm Quinn, and I'm also a junior.
And now that we've started online school, we use Zoom to talk to each other within classes and with our teachers. So our teachers can still have lessons with us on the board, and we can share screens so that they can see what we're doing and we can see what they're trying to show us.
Okay, and so with Zoom, we can actually go through and we can share our screen. So this is an example from my English class where my teacher is just giving us our assignments for the day and to like what to turn in and how to turn it in and just like the times that we'll need to. And she gave us a little poem.
Our teachers have to do some sort of attendance. So, for example, in my physics class, he puts up a question and we have to email him within the first 10 minutes of class. And that's how attendance works. And other teachers do attendance on Zoom. So if you're not on the Zoom class, then you're counted absent for that day.
It's a really good way to just kind of have the school experience while you're at home, while we're trying to make everything as normal as possible. So it's a great way to see people and contact your teachers and just have an easy way of communicating as well as learning your regular schedule.
Hi, my name is Ireland Keene, and these are my tips for e-learning.
One is having a good designated workspace free of distractions where you can just be productive and stay motivated.
So when I first wake up, I don't go on my phone. I drink a bunch of water to get hydrated for the rest of the day and wake up.
So I like to make a sticky note on my computer with a list of everything I have to do for my classes and turn in that day.
It's important to sit at a desk so you don't slack off. I also put my phone away so there's no distractions.
I like to put my phone aside during the class period so that I can stay focused, because when we're on our phone, we tend to get distracted and less motivated.
All right, so first off, I'm going to show you a little trick that is in Shortcuts. If you don't know, most iPhones have this app called Shortcuts. Go to your clock right here and create an alarm for all of your periods. And so then we're going to create our shortcut. You're going to add an action, go ahead and search for clock, click on clock, and you're going to do toggle alarm, and then you're going to turn alarm, and then it should be titled in here, first period alarm on, and then you're going to add another one for your next period, toggle alarm. And it's important whenever you add your second, third, and fourth alarms that whenever you do it, press down hard on the alarm part and then you select ask each time. So that way that means that these aren't connected, and each time you can change the time period that you're going to have your alarm. So you're going to go to details and you can name it, create a little icon, and you can add it to your home screen. And so what that means is right here, it says bell schedule. And if I click on that, then it's going to turn all those alarms on and I'm ready for my school day the next day.
Being stuck at home makes it really tempting to sleep and play video games all day, but it's really important that we all stay active. And a really easy way to stay active is to just go outside and run a few laps in your neighborhood. Oh, there's some people. I'm gonna walk around them. Okay. Alright, I just got finished with my run, and if you aren't allowed to go outside at all, then you can just do some push-ups, some sit-ups, some more ab workouts, squats, indoors. Just find like a yoga mat or something and do them on the floor.
Hi, my name's Morgan, and if you're watching this, you're probably super bored in quarantine right now. So here's some ways that you can stay active and achieve that summer bod you've been dreaming of. So the first thing I like to do is go on runs. I suggest having a fun partner to run with you that you can talk to and everything. And I also like to learn new skills. Today I tried to do skateboarding. As you can tell, I'm really good at it. And finally, I teach myself TikTok dances daily to become the next Charlie D'Amelio.
So a couple things you can do during this time to help get your mind off just school is exercise. Some great things are going out and just go for either a walk or a run. Or if you have a weight room at home, do push-ups, sit-ups. You don't have to have equipment in order to do work. A great benefit about going out for a run, or not even just a run, being active is a great stress reliever. You're stuck behind a computer all day for school. This really helps get your mind off things and really enjoy being outside.
In the middle of during your work in school, it just feels so good to get outside and get some fresh air during some breaks. It feels really good to go on a walk or take your dog on a walk or go on a run. If you were in athletics too, you need to keep your bodies fresh too. So going outside and just going for a run or going for a walk and maybe doing some push-ups, sit-ups. If you have a weight room, you can do pull-ups and whatever you need to do in there. It just keeps your body fresh.
So one of my favorite things to do while we're on this Corona vacation, I guess, is to go on hikes. And my dog likes to go on hikes, so we go on lots of hikes. And we'll run around the park. And we'll come down to the creeks and the lakes.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's just me checking in, letting y'all know how I stay concentrated during this at-home learning period. So for the most part, really, I just close my door, put some music on, and so that doesn't happen. Yeah. And if that doesn't work, when she does come in, you just kick them out. Just kick her out. Close my door, lock it. And sometimes she'll start doing that too. Just turn your music up louder. Everything's good. Stay concentrated, y'all.
Basically what I do is I just, I'm in my room here and I close all the doors and everything, and I just get all my stuff together and get my work done, and it's been going really well so far. No one really bothers me, and I just have my planner and everything, and it's been going pretty good.
Okay, so since we're under quarantine, we have a lot of extra time to do things since we get done with our homework a lot faster. So I can help my mom cook tonight.
Hi, really? No way. Well,
we're gonna make meat and pasta for dinner.
Sounds good to me. I love having your help. There was a time when we used to do this together all the time. You were like my sous chef, right? So I would oftentimes make the main course, and you would putter around in the kitchen and make an appetizer or a sauce. So this is pasta sauce. We're gonna need pasta in there. What would you like to make?
I'll make some pesto.
Sounds good.
Yeah, quarantine times.
So for me, one of the hardest things that I've struggled with these past couple weeks is not being able to actually be present in mass, and also not being able to actually go to class, like religion class at school. So I'm not praying with my friends, or I'm not praying that much or often, and also I'm not actually present at mass. So it's a lot different. It's a lot different environment for all of us. During this time, I think it's really important, and there's lots of things you can do. There's prayers you can do online mass, you can do the rosary, little prayers that you find online, short, simple, or long, it doesn't matter. And we watch online mass in the morning on Sunday mornings like we normally would have done. But that was even hard for me because the environment you're in, you're not actually at church or in mass. So the environment of your home is a lot different than actually being present at mass. So it was a lot getting used to that, but now like I wake up, I get ready in the morning, and then I just watch Mass with my family. So it's actually really helped me to not forget that that's something that we should keep in our lives. Another thing that we've tried to do that's actually really good is every other Saturday, me and my entire family that we can't see will go on FaceTime again and we'll pray the rosary together. Even then, if you're not one of those people who goes to church every Sunday or not big at praying, in a time like this where the world is going through something so great that none of us have gone through, that none of us are used to, that's a time that you can really look to God to guide you in this. And I don't mean it in a super, it doesn't have to be super deep. It can literally just be like, hey, what's up, God? Or like just a conversation or just a short prayer like Hail Mary and Our Father, anything like that. A little prayer goes a long way, especially because we can't really just focus on ourselves right now, especially if it hasn't affected you personally. If it has, I'm really sorry for that because that's awful. And that's a great thing to pray about because you can pray to each other. But it's really important to think about others that have already suffered because we may not know them, but all around the world, people are dying and their families are suffering with that loss. Overall, we need to stay strong in our faith and we can help each other with that. It doesn't have to be all by yourself. You can just ask your mom or your dad or your siblings, like, hey, like, let's just pray Hail Mary. Let's just do Our Father. Let's do a decade of the Rosary. Hey, can we watch Mass on TV on Sunday morning? Like anything easy like that. It doesn't have to be a big deal. Or you can just pray by yourself in your bedroom in your head. It doesn't matter. But making sure to stay strong to your faith is really important, especially at a time like this. So I hope y'all think about that and just work on that some, even if it's something little. But I hope all of you stay safe and God bless.
Today I was just going to explain to y'all how I've been keeping up with my faith throughout this coronavirus pandemic that's keeping us out of school and kind of interrupting our daily routines. So for me, my family is very religious. We go to Mass every Sunday. We all pray before meals together. And, just make sure that we keep Jesus in our lives every day. So since the church has canceled all religious activities, we've really taken it upon ourselves to keep our faith going. And for me, what I've been doing a lot of is praying decades of the Rosary before bed, or looking at verses of the day and reflecting on them. And what I'm doing currently is watching videos of Father Mike Schmidt explaining how Catholics should be responding to this coronavirus pandemic, and it's really helping me get going and staying involved in my faith and keeping my relationship growing with God.